this Lexus RCF. It's incredible. It's done 92,000 miles. It's sold. The guy's going to come and collect it today. And we had like this agreement when he first viewed it that it was 10 years old. It's going to have some wear and tear. But I spent the day on it yesterday and it looks so good. He's going to be so happy with this. It looks brand new. Can't believe it. In around 2014, BMW, Mercedes and Audi started to say goodbye to their naturally aspirated V8s and introduced smaller turbocharged engines. Mercedes kept the V8. And people were mixed in their emotions about this because people like the naturally aspirated feel, and Lexus saved the day. They stuck with it. This is the Lexus RCF. This is a very interesting car. We've had this car for about 3 weeks now. We've actually sold it previously to a customer and we bought it back off him. And it's been parked in our dealership and we've had various people coming to view different cars, and I've walked them past this and they were like, what's this? Like, that's a Lexus RCF. They're like, what is it, 3 litre, 2.5 or something like that? No, it's got a 5 litre V8. And they're like, so these are people who know about cars and they're coming and they don't even know what the RCF is. So this video is me, if you've not seen this car before, introducing you to the Lexus RCF. If you are considering a sports coupe which has ample power, ample performance, good style, you're going to look at a C63 or an M4 or maybe an Audi RS5 or an S5. You're not really going to look at one of these cars, but I am telling you now, you should. For starters, this car is rare. If you look at them on Auto Trader, there's only 10 for sale currently, including this one. So you're not going to see them on the road that often, and that's a good thing. Everyone's got an M4, everyone's got a C63. And the thing is with this, people don't know what it is. So when it absolutely creams them at the lights, it's quite a satisfying feeling. It's a very nice car to drive slowly. The ride is on the limits of comfort. I would say it is definitely developed to be a sporting drive, but just pootling around is pretty straightforward. You've got an automatic gearbox, we've got 8 speeds in this. The engine is powerful, but it's not trying to scream at you the whole time. There are different modes that you can go through which changes the character of the engine. And it's spacious, it's big, it's really nice to drive. The interior is wild. These seats, Lexus were really on their seat game during this period. These seats are lovely. They look like aliens and they're very comfortable. They're heated, they're even cooled, which is a really weird sensation. You press the button and the little pores in the seats just ooze cool air at you, and it's quite refreshing. It's odd. On a day like today, it's very welcome. But this interior is mad. There are so many different elements to it, so many different materials and colours and everything. It's a bit strange. Let's put it this way. Do you know those kids that have those amazing minds where you'll show them like the London skyline and they'll be able to draw it very accurately after only looking at the skyline for like 20 minutes? If you sat them in this car for a week, I don't think they'd be able to sketch it out. It's very complicated. But I quite like that because you learn the car over time. You develop interest in certain things, like these heater controls you use just by swiping your finger up and down them. You stroke them. This screen is controlled using this touchpad here, and it's all a bit fiddly. There's random stuff going on, but it's interesting. It's something to talk about, and I really like that. The RCF also presents really good value. This car is for sale for, I think, £23,000. And considering you've got a car this size with a 5-litre V8 engine, rear-wheel drive, and all this tech, it's a couple of grand less than the equivalent M4. Given that you're getting a Lexus, the build quality is fantastic. This is a 10-year-old car. To put it into perspective, we were prepping a 3-year-old car, an MG, a few weeks back, the same day we were prepping this, and we were comparing the level of wear and tear that both cars attracted over their lives, whether it be the short life of the MG or the long life of this. And this has no wear on the inside. It's done 92,000 miles. The carpets are still thick and plush. There's no visible wear on anywhere where you put your elbows or your fingers on the steering wheel. It's a beautiful product, and that can't be underestimated in a car like this, because you're still spending a lot of money, 22 grand. You want it to feel special inside, and it still does. It's fabulous. Okay, quick a bit of road. This is where things get really interesting for me. There's a few different modes. You've got normal, you've got like cold all-weather stuff, and then you've got sport and sport plus. You just give this little dial a spin, and then the dials change. They're digital, but they're within this little thing. It's like a watch almost, and the colours are lovely. We'll go into Sport Plus, you get even more stuff. We'll hit manual, change down a few gears. Listen to this sound. That is a proper V8 soundtrack, that is. It's so manageable because it's naturally aspirated. There are no surprises. You develop the pace. It's really easy to drive quickly, and you get this lovely V8 soundtrack. I can understand why people bemoan the loss of things like this. I do like turbocharged engines. I am a fan, but there's something to be celebrated in this. It really is very special. So it's predictable. Overtakes are easy. You don't have this surprise of a turbo kicking in and the back wheels going crazy. It's docile even. And that was one of the criticisms when it was new. People thought it wasn't quite as edgy and as sharp as its rivals. But for someone who can afford a car like this, maybe they don't want that. Maybe they want something relaxed like this. I'm going to go back in Sport Plus. Let's really open it up. Given the fact that it's got 8 gears, they're stretched quite a lot. I'm in 2000 RPM now. Let's go for it. 37 miles per hour. Let's see what happens. We get to 60. There's 60. 3,200 RPM. This must have a very high top speed. Let's slow down a bit so we can use more revs. I don't want to drive dangerously. Second gear, 30. Yeah, this is a quick car. This is definitely up there with M4 pace. I would say it's about 95% of the performance of the M4. That thing is ludicrous. And you've got to be on your toes. You have to drive it correctly. Whereas this, I feel very comfortable straight away. There are a couple of drawbacks. it attracts the highest tax band. It's a 2015 vehicle. They only brought it down to the standard rate in 2017. I did a video on UK tax if that's confusing to you. It's in a link up there somewhere, I don't know. So that's an issue, but it's just one of those things. If you want the car, you've got to pay it. And fuel economy isn't as strong as, say, the M4. The turbocharged nature of that is a more efficient engine. If you want to, you can get good MPG out of it. It's a bit of a freak, that engine. Whereas this, it has some things to help. It has this thing called the Atkinson cycle, which is a technology they use in like the Prius. It's like variable valve timing, basically. And it will boost the economy when you're cruising. But if you're driving with any enthusiasm, your MPG is gonna... But other than that, it's a very difficult car to fault. If you want a very fast GT sporting coupe, you have to consider one of these. You really do, if you can get hold of one. There are absolutely no winners here. Yes, the RCF doesn't quite match its German rivals when it comes to dynamics, but it does its thing in such a unique and distinctly Japanese way that you just can't help but admire it. I'll always remain fond of this car and would urge anyone wanting a sports coupe to give one of these a go before committing to anything else.